So ito po ang uniqueness ng Pilipino. Yan. I will bring my vehicle and register it as a PTV. After a while, I will put my blinkers and my sirens there. So tumatakbo ko ngayon, ambulansya. Ito pa confusing. Patient transport vehicle, ambulance. Diba? Dalawa na yung marking. So this will be now the basis of LTO and the apprehending officers. The moment it is there as PTV, may sirens and blinker, correct me sir if I am wrong, na dapat wala. So, violation. So, they have to be apprehended na. Pero the problem is, may pasyente sa loob. So, this is what they are trying or what we are trying to come up now. How do we apprehend? Kasi at the end of the day, may pasyente ka sa loob. Tapos si Pinoy argumentative. Makikipagdebate si driver. There's a violation, there's a patient. What should the enforcers consider during those times?
We have TESDA here, we have the Land Transportation Office, we have our EMS, both private and public. We have also the DOH and TESDA, no? Kasi hindi po pwede na gagamit lang tayo ng isang sasakyan, pagkatapos lalagyan natin ng markang ambulance, ambulance na. So we have to professionalize and look at the qualifications, both for the motor vehicle and the driver and the personnel that would have to be included or be riding yung ating tinatawag na ambulance.
And like I said kanina, sir, ano po ba yung nag-prompt dito na marami ba tayong na-apprehend na ambulance na hindi talaga ambulance na it turns out?
Yeah, oo. Meron kaming mga napapara, no, na check mga enforcers natin. Pagtingin natin, ambulance yung nakalagay, pero pagbukas natin sa loob, ni walang basic equipments na nasa loob ng ambulance. At instead na ambulansya, mga pasahero or mga tao na private individual ang nasa loob ng supposedly ambulance na yan. So we have to be sure na talagang ambulance is for emergency purposes. But this is not an ordinary motor vehicle. No? Special purpose siya. So the purpose should be served. Na hindi lang pang-picture lang na ambulansya. It should be performing as an ambulance. DOH will be helping us later on, dun sa presentation nila, how to define and determine kung ano ba talaga ang ambulance.
Because everyone would like to put the word ambulance, even a tricycle is marked ambulance. And we know that the DOH requires certain equipment, life-saving equipments, trained personnel for someone to be considered as an ambulance. In the absence of that, patient transport vehicle is just for non-emergency. But everybody wants to put those blinkers, which is in violation of PD 96 and other existing laws of the Land Transportation Office, so that they can go ahead in traffic.
We have apprehended one ambulance wherein instead of an equipment inside the supposedly ambulance, what are inside are passengers. But individuals being transported, no, from one area to another area, and when we interviewed the driver, he cannot even prove that he is a driver. So you could just imagine people using supposedly emergency vehicles for personal use. This is not just embarrassing, no. This is actually threatening the very core of road safety. Because they are using blinkers, they are using wang-wangs, sirens, with the G's or guise as emergency. Of course, an ordinary person like me operating a private vehicle, then suddenly here's an ambulance with all the sirens and with all the lights flashing. I would not assume that it's not an ambulance. I would assume that it's in an emergency. And then, just to be flagged down and could be shown that it is being used for private purposes.
Actually, yung ambulance, it's supposed to respond to emergency cases, no? So yung talagang purpose naman talaga is to save lives, no? So pag ambulance, tinatawag namin emergency case ang kinikater niyan, no? Yung patient transport vehicle, kaya hindi namin nililisensyahan. It is only need to be registered kasi non-emergency cases nga for the patient transport. Kung kunyari, hindi niya kayang pumunta doon sa mga dialysis centers natin, tutulungan ng patient transport vehicles, no? Yung mga ganyan lang, no?
In terms of the PTVs, supposedly, they are for non-emergencies. Pero ito po ang loophole. I have already mentioned this to DOH. During the time of inspection and application for the licensing, PTVs or vehicles that should be PTVs or patient transport vehicles are not being inspected as a vehicle. Nung pong nagdala ko ng ambulansya namin for ambulance licensing for type 1, since of course personnel din ang nakamatch doon, we brought the ambulances there. They have to be inspected and they have to be checked. But when I ask what is their basis to classify or put into a PTV, ang sabi po nila, registration. You bring the vehicle registration, motor vehicle registration to the office or to the licensing division of DOH, and then they will be granting you. Mas easy. So ito po ang uniqueness ng Pilipino. Yan. I will bring my ambulance, I will bring my vehicle and register it as a PTV. After a while, I will put my blinkers and my sirens there. So tumatakbo ko ngayon, ambulansya. Ito pa confusing. Patient transport vehicle, ambulance. Diba? Dalawa na yung marking. So this will be now the basis of LTO and the apprehending officers. The moment it is there as PTV, may sirens and blinker, correct me sir if I am wrong, na dapat wala. So, violation. So they have to be apprehended na. Pero the problem is, may pasyente sa loob. So this is what they are trying or what we are trying to come up now. How do we apprehend? Kasi at the end of the day, may pasyente ka sa loob. Tapos si Pinoy argumentative. Makikipagdebate si driver. There's a violation, there's a patient. What should the enforcers consider during those time? So technology-wise, QR codes, click, pag hindi registered or hindi licensed, report, and then write to the agency concerned who owns the ambulances. Makikita naman kay LTO, tama po ba? Who owns and who has the vehicle registration. Doon po ang loophole. Anong pwedeng magawa? Be it PTV or ambulances, andun na dinadala, PTV should also be physically inspected. Na-mention po natin yan during the Tagaytay consultative meeting with DOH, na sabi namin, kailangan ma-inspect din si PTV para mawala. And kami po sa TESDA, may I also run a school, there are series of audits that are being done. Ang private po na provider sa DOH is 3 years ang approval ng licensing. Ang hospital is yearly, coinciding with the registration or renewal of the operation of the hospital. So siguro along the way, especially for private or detached or yung standalone, there should be system of audit na nami-maintain ba siya as PTV, yung ambulance ba nami-maintain na yung laman niya ganito. So these are the things that will be answered probably in the orientation and the succeeding na workshop po na mangyayari.
May barcode po yan. Kahit meron kayong bibigyan namin kayo ng scanner, pag in-scan nyo yan, kayo po ay certified NC2 holders. Ito po yung laman ng ambulansya, ha? Loob ng ambulansya. Ito yung mga medics kung tawagin. Both for barangays and private. Isa din po, look for the trip ticket. Okay. Papunta po kami dun sa, may kami. Trip ticket. Hanapan niyo po yung ambulansya. Coming for the government agency, private hospital, or the same time, mga private naman din, meron din silang order to pick up patient. Hanapin niyo po yun.
The TESDA, ang focus niya is to give training and also to assess kung namimit ba ng ating mga applicant or ng mga student yung tinatawag nating standard. And that's the reason why it's also a requirement para sa mga nag-abroad. Now, dito po sa atin, sa driving natin pagdating sa EMS, I think it's very important. and part of the requirements ng DOH na dapat ang driver ng ambulance is certified NC2. Or maybe, possible NC3. Bakit naman nakakwalify NC3? Ba't nakakwalify ng NC2? Just simply because it depends on the gross weight of the vehicle. Kung medyo mas mataas ang vehicle na ida-drive mo, even though it's part of the ambulance pa rin, kailangan natin NC3.